Okay, so we will focus technically here. Like the first one here is link between requisition and purchase order. Okay.
Madhu, voice very low. Could you speak loudly?
1 second. Now, how is it?
Now, okay, fine.
Okay. We'll go point by point, technical information. Anyway, I already gave the table informations. These are all really important. That's why. The first is link between requisition and purchase order. I can go to purchasing responsibility, requisitions and requisitions. I'm creating a new requisition. Save this. Click on approve. On top of this requisition, I am creating a PO, auto create PO, clear, then automatic. These are all you already practiced just before. Yeah, anything is fine. Okay. Now PO is created. After creating a PO, in the front end application, we can see into more tabs. This is the 7073 is the PO number, 16786 is the requisition number. So numbers always stored into segment 1 columns. Here, if you look at in the PO, this one, it is stored into segment 1. It is segment 1, and in the same way, requisition also segment 1 only. But they have designed and they made a relation at distribution level only. So initially, we have to combine two distribution tables. One is this PO distribution table, like we can use this PO distributions. And in the same way, requisition also, there is one more table that is PO REQ distributions. These are all the two tables. And as of now, we don't know the join between these two. To know the join, you can go to one website that is ETRM here, etrm.live. This is the website you can use it. And FND dictionary, your module name, then table. Here is the place you can see PO distributions all. This table. Here is the place we can see a link here. This is the link PO REQ distributions all. So the join here is REQ distribution ID. You have to make sure here the column name, table name, how it is joined. Okay. REQ distribution ID from PO distribution solve, and that is equivalent to here the join condition, the primary key of this particular table. Okay. So this is called as a foreign key, and in this primary key distribution ID. Okay. Now if you go to here is the join between these two is what it is in this distribution ID. In PO distribution solve, that is REQ. REQ means requisition distribution ID. So this is the way we can make a join, but we wanted a header level information also. Then definitely header level table also we have to add it. One is PO header solve, and the other one is PO side. So PO side, there is no straightaway link between PO requisition line sol is really required. PO requisition header sol. So in this, we need segment one column in this, and here also segment one column. Okay. This segment one is requisition number, and this segment is PO number. Overall, 5 tables we have to combine here. 2 distribution level tables, and these are all header level tables. You need to prepare a query here. Just making a joins, no much difficulty. Okay. So, whenever you are making a query, you should not take headers table first, line table first. No, we have to first filter at distribution level, then lines, then headers. It's a reverse hierarchy is required here. Okay. So as of now in the application, we have seen here, first header, then line, and then shipments and distribution. While making a link, we can use a distribution here. Distribution first, lines next, headers last. But as for application terminology, headers first, right? Yeah, that we have to, then only like performance wise it will be better. Writing query is easy, but we have to follow the precautions of performance. So now same way I'm typing here from first 2 tables here, PO side. Now tell me the join just before you have seen here. PRDA dot primary key. Primary key is distribution ID, and PDA dot REQ distribution ID. This is the first join. Okay. Now join number 2. So what we need to do is we need to display a PO number. PO number always available into PO header sol. PHA. Now forget about requisition now. We already made a relation. PO distribution sol and PO header sol. First table primary key. That's a PO header ID. PO header ID we have to check here also. PO header ID. Now check. Join condition is what it is. So PDA dot PO header ID. So they're all available here. Header, line, in distribution, even line location also available. But right now I'm using PO header ID. The moment you take a join, you have to use column name here, as I mentioned, just remember PO number. Now requisition also we have to add. So the formula here is whenever you are combining tables, you must follow if n tables, n minus 1 join is required. So n table means here 3 tables are there, 3 minus 1 is 2. In the same way, requisition also, you line solve. Now, in between these two, we have to see a primary key of this table. This is a line ID, lame line ID. We can see here also. This is a join condition. PR DJ dot requisition. So simply, what you can do, you can double click also. If you select here, this one, place the cursor here, double click. It's copied here, see. And in the same way, PRDA dot like this. If you double click on this, it will copy to editor automatically. And the requisition number is stored in always header level. That's another table. Your requisition. Okay. Now, in between these two tables, header first will come, that is header ID. That's it. And here is the place, PRHA dot. The requisition number. This is a way. But we have to give a number 7073 is the something is missed because it is giving huge data, correct? So it is giving huge data means somewhere we given a wrong aliases. Just check once. See, do you see here? I given a wrongly. Same alias name I have given. Line level I have to give. No, it's fine. Okay. Yeah. You have to make sure whether it is giving proper data or not. While combining also, you have to make sure one by one. So once it is ready, you can format this. This is the way we can do it. That's about the link between requisition and purchase order. So first, you have to tell this particular join. Okay. Then in the sequential, you can go further, but this is the major join. Okay. In the same way, second one, link between AP and AP invoice and PO is another join. Okay. All are very important. I'm going on a priority basis right now. I don't want to tell small points. I don't want to kill your time. Okay. Now we created a PO already. Approve it. Take this PO number. Go to receiving here, receipt. You have to store into Notepad so then only you can work properly. The whole flow, we can do not spend much time on this flows. It will kill your time. So, so all the three I have noted here. Now, once we save this, it has submitted a couple of concurrent programs. Do you remember program names? Anyway, payables open interface import will help you. It will create a invoice here. It will show the invoice details. Okay. We output. Yeah, copy the invoice number. That's it. Take this particular invoice number. This invoice number is based on this particular PO 7073. This one. Okay. It's already created. One number we can remember like this, but if there are any number of numbers, we'll not be able to track it. Go to payables, then invoices, entry. You can go with the inquiry also in this case if you don't want to perform any validations. Okay. Now, if you go to line level and then record distribution, go to your record here is this is the PO. This PO also they made a relation at distribution level only. So definitely we have to made at distribution level, that is AP invoice distributions and PO distributions. Then after that, PO numbers is stored into segment. So overall 4 tables we have to combine. Invoice number is stored into header level. Go to help and record history, AP invoices, and in the same way, this distribution, AP invoice distributions all, and PO distributions all, PO headers all. Overall 4 tables. Okay, let's combine. So first we'll make a link at distribution level. Join condition. Primary key. Correct? Primary key, right? Because foreign key. Same. And here, PO number is stored into a table, that is PO. Join condition is first table primary key, not this primary key, this table primary key. Header ID. Right. PO header ID is equivalent to now. You should not skip this select list. Next please. The first table primary key, invoice ID. Same invoice ID available into AIDA also. Your invoice number. That's it. So this invoice is based on 7073 PO number. Same thing we have already seen in the distribution level.
Can we have more invoice numbers for the particular PO number?
More invoices, yes, we'll have. Sometimes actually we are rising for 10 quantity. For 2 quantity, we'll get one time. Next, after 1 month, we'll get some quantity. So at that time, invoices will be different here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, next is this is over already. Okay. Link between AP and invoice. AP invoice and PO is what it is. I'll give you a query for you. which one you have to say? The first one you have to say. If they ask more, especially, then you need to go to next also. Okay. Whenever you are practicing, you go same way how I told. Okay. All are important, guys. Now, next, third one is link between PO and receipt. This I missed earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, PO and receipt. Receipt, go here. Go to purchasing. Here is a place. See, it's we already created. It's not available. This go with the PO. Let's see whether it will show something. Doesn't show. There is a summary option is there. So it is not allowing to, if any, not create. I mean to say, if it is already created, it will not appear over here. You can go with the summary, receiving transactions or something. Then here is a place receipt we can give here. Right. We'll give a PO. Let's see. Not sure. Okay. So, receiving transactions summary. Got it?
Yeah.
Now we'll go to transactions here. Here is the place. These are all the different transaction types. Like sometimes if you want to return it due to damage, we can see other transaction type, return to vendor kind of thing. Now the point here is link between these two. Only here. Okay, transactions we can go. Lines it is not showing, but actually there is no PO here. If you look at here, see, PO number is not available here. You can see into line level. So is there any PO number? Just observe. Is there, right? Okay, then we can make a join here also. PO number is always stored into PO header solve. Now, receipt side, which one I should use? RCV transactions. But we require a number also, right? Receipt number. Then definitely shipment headers. RSH. There is no straight join between these two. There is no join. Okay. If you want, you can check here. So here is a place. Go to purchasing module. Table. RCV. We are talking about this, our lines. Go with the line level, okay? Line level, you can see a join. Is there any PO tables here? Do you see? Join between RCV shipment lines, PO header ID, lines table, line ID, line location, distribution, everywhere. Everywhere join is there. With every table, its join is there. How about transactions? That also we have to see. This is the transaction table. Okay. In this, is there any PO tables? PO lines or line ID? Correct?
Yes.
In the same way, PO distributions.
Distribution ID.
So that is a join. So we can make a join with headers table, RCV shipment lines table as well as RCV transactions. Okay. You can play with the CTR. You can play with this so that you can come to know. Now tell me. So which table I should add here? Join, there is no join between PO headers and RC shipment headers. There is other table I have to add. What is the table name? Which line table?
PO respect. PO line,
No.
PO header.
Again, we'll go back here. Okay. We have already PO headers all correct. PO lines all, or else we can go with this. Okay, with the RCB shipment lines, is there any PO headers table? Yeah. Do you see? So one more table is required. What is that? RCB shipment line. If you don't want to use RCB shipment lines, RCB transactions also we can use it. But at that time, lines table is required. Now tell me which one I should add. RCB shipments RSL. Tell me the join now. This table primary key. Yeah, you have to say full. Okay. Simply we should not say header ID. Yes, shipment header ID. Accurate column name you have to remember. We should not say simply header ID. Okay. Now, receipt num. Receipt number is what? This one. Just one, create one record end to end, and you can develop whole query. You can get very quickly. So why it is giving this many records? Because one more join is missed. What is that one more join? PHA dot primary key. Yes, PO header ID. No, not RSH. Line level. That's why I told you just before. Correct. So these are all the correct ones. Why these many records here is we have multiple vendors. If you see here, right now Advantage Corp, Advantage network devices. There are many other. So 9275 is, if you take a receipt date, you will come to. Patient date. Do you see here? These are all the old dates, correct? 2007, 35, these are all old dates. 7. This is your record. 7073 is your record. Okay, add RCB transactions also. Let's see. Now, between these two, or between these two, we can see everything here. Equipment, header ID, line ID, two things are there. And we need to add here the joins. PHA, PO lines not available, right? You have to add PO lines also. Next is equivalent to in this RCV transactions pivot, right? Just give a possible joins. That's it. Oh my god, it's multiplying, correct? This is not required. One join I removed, okay? Yes. So did we given all the possible joins between RSH, RSL over already? RSL and RT, RSL and RT over. Okay. Here two things,
You said how many tables you will get the joints -1, right?
right? No, that is minimum, but you can add more also. Minimum joins, I said. See, based on the vendor ID, we can take it actually. Why these many transactions after adding transactions here is transaction types are there. RT dot transaction type or deliver. See, for every record deliver, receive, deliver, receive. That's why this many. That's why it has become double here, 26 rows. Anyway, we wanted this one. So how we can filter is based on the vendor ID. If you look at here, vendor is there right here, vendor. So this vendor we can make a join, or else like directly we can give a PO number. So that it will display instead of receipt number, I am giving here PO number. PHA dot segment one. PO number is 7073. That's it. Okay. So this is the way we can make a link. Any confusion? All the three tables I have used, receipt tables, and one PO table I have used it. The join is what it is. Shipment header IDs, all those we can use. At line level, we can make a join here. PO headers all will be available into RCV shipment lines, not into RCV shipment headers. Understood? Take this. Out of all this, you have to highlight only this one. Sorry, not that one. This is the actual join. From PO tables, PO header ID, from RCV shipment lines, PO header ID. This anyway, these are all primary key, foreign key can easily make it. If anyone is asking you straight away link, whatever highlighted with the yellow color, that will be your answer. Not all these PO headers, PO lines. No, they will get confused or you also will be confused. Okay. If they ask, like you can drill down to other table and you can see. Understood? Okay, now tell me. Link between requisition and PO.
You header, right? The joint.
No. First of all, join we made at which level? Header level, line level, distribution level.
Hierarchy,
Distribution level. So then you have to say this. Whatever I highlighted. This is the join. Okay. Now second one. Link between PO and invoices. Distribution. PO distribution. And link between PO and receipt here is header ID from RSL RCL. So you should not say RSL in the interview, you have to say RCV shipment lines.py. So some people will give simply alias name as EL here, and here is the place alias name as H. Like that it is. Okay. So 3 questions I have given you. The fourth one is here is link between AP invoice and payment. Payment is a check. Now go to payables. Invoices. F11. It is never validated. We can validate this. The whole P2P we are revising now. After that, accounted. Anything. Document, it will generate automatically. I have not taken it. It is generated sequential value. Okay. No, these are all like AP checks all. First table primary key. Check ID. Actually, amount and all it is showing, but check ID is the primary key. Now, invoice number is always available into AP invoices. The primary key of this particular table is invoice ID. Here also invoice ID. That's it. That's it. Okay. One by one, you have to keep adding, but speed is required. As I said, typing you have to learn properly. Based on the speed only, you will come from whether you experience guy or not. These are all the four very important. Okay. Now next is also there. That is fifth question. Okay. AP to subledger accounting to GL link. This is called as a drill down. It is the terminology or backtracking. Why backtracking is people will face problem in GL. We should know where it is, for which invoice it is problem. So from GL to SLA we have to make a join. From SLA to AP we have to make a join. Overall, multiple set tables we need to combine here. GL tables, SLA tables, AP tables. Overall, three modules here: AP module, SLA module, GL module. Single query. Okay. So what I will do, I already have here with me query instead of combining. But I can tell you the tables, but let me pick a query. Hmm? You can use it. I am focusing on only important. Better to have points there are that will be available in the notes. You can go through it. Okay. So this is the query. You can use the same query in your project. It will work. First, what I will do, I will finish the pending points here. So once it is done, what is the next step? Accounting we have to do, correct? Accounting, final. After finishing, only fire the query. After posting, you can say. Once it is done, the next is view. There is a program transfer. See, I'm not giving hyphens, but it will take automatically. See. So posting, I'm making yes. Let's see what will happen. Whatever the query I copied, I'll keep it. I'll execute later. Only I need to give invoice ID. I'm giving invoice ID here. This is the invoice. See, why I mentioned a P is here, posting. Status is posting. These are all actual values. Anything else? That's fine. No, it's posting also over. See, I have not done separately. That's it. It's giving the entire query. Invoice ID, invoice number, date, amount, subledger, GL, everything. Now come to the query. Okay. So do you remember subledger accounting tables? XLA, AE headers, lines, events, correct? And AP side, AP invoices, lines, distributions, GL side, GLJ headers, batches, correct? You know the tables, that's why I have not spent time on this. Okay. So very first, what you have to do instead of in this big query, okay, the first is at distribution level, at GL level. Okay. This is the table. This is the first join. Join number one. Okay. GL import references. As of now, you have not heard about this table, I know, but this is an intermediary table between GL and other subledger modules. Okay. So with this GL import references, now these are about project accounting. Okay. I don't require all this, but anyway, instead of removing, I'm just explaining. With GIR, what is the table name? Joined, you just tell me. Go slowly. Check one by one, observe, spend time. GIR means GL import references. Check.
So seventh line, sir.
Seventh line. Okay, from bottom I mean to say.
From top.
Okay. This is the one. Okay, this is the one. These two. GL import references. There are two columns here. GL link ID, GL link table. Okay. Now, XLA AE lines. This is another level. We are coming down actually from GL to stepping down, we can say GL to SLA. So XLA AE lines it is XAL. Where is the XAL? Check here in this.
Here.
Is there any other XAL?
Down it is down. And
This one.
Yeah.
Another one where it is?
Below end of this. Fourth one.
That is the combination ID.
Okay, that is okay. GL code combination is okay. But we are going with the AE headers, right? So this is the second one. The second color I am giving. Level 2. Now from XAH. XAH, what it is here? It's over here. XAH, this one. This is the second chain. Clear? From XAH to what we went down. Again, check. Event ID not required. Entity ID. Okay. XAH.
Yeah.
This is the third one. XTE means XLA transaction entities. 1 minute. Oh, yeah. XT stands for what it is here. This one, XT. This is the third one. Okay. So based on the color, you can easily understand. It's a big query, it's important also. So from XLA transaction entities to with table here.
See.
XLA transaction entities to this one. This is the last one. That is the last one. Okay. In XLA table, XLA transaction entities with the AP invoices or invoice ID. Okay. Now you can, coming is very easy. If I change, correct? XLAEH, XLAEH to XLA transaction entities, XLA transaction entities to AEA.
Yes.
Like that you can understand. Okay. Now AIA means AP invoices or XT means what it is?
Transaction
Entities. XLA, XAH, AE headers, XAL, AE lines, GIR.
Import reference.
Right, perfect.
General.
That's it. So this is the way we can make a join. Same query you can copy paste and fire in the company. No worries. It will not change also. As it is, it is. In every project, same table, same joins. It will not vary. If you develop one time, the same, it will be reusable queries all. But we have to understand all this in interview point of view, or there is a requirement, we have to work very quickly. These are all project related information. What I'll do, I'll remove this. Otherwise, the query length looks very big. One minute. I removed all subqueries in it. This is fine. First, I'll execute this query. If anything extra needs to be removed, this is the final query I'll send you. So these are all subqueries, as I told you. These two additional, right? I removed, right, already. Okay. It's good, right? Only if it is integrated with the project accounting, it is required. Otherwise, no worries. Query length also looks just 60 lines. Earlier it was lengthy, correct? Shall we revise very quickly? This I am removing now. Now, you tell me how we can drill down from GL to AP. Whatever you say, I'll highlight with the color. Very first table, GIR, that is import references. There are two columns, remember.
Yeah.
One is link ID, link table. Yes, this is the one. One color.
And
Clear?
XAL2.
XAL2. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is the second one. Correct? Then AH2, what it is?
Entity.
Is that correct?
Yes.
XT.
This is the third join.
XT2.
Clear? Then after that, XT2. Yeah.
Invoice.
Now definitely could have understand this. Clear? In the same way, go off. Highlight the tables also. Tell me which table I need to highlight first. This is the one. Color. Yellow color. Then next. Headers, right? This is second color. What next?
Transaction.
Perfect. Right. It's good, right? Now, in every interview, people will, without this, you cannot expect interview. Forget about select list. Yeah, anyway, you can select. Okay. So that's about the drill down, backtracking world. People will call it a different terminology. Okay. We are combining three modules here: AP, SLA, GL.
We need to remove all the query.
Whatever I highlighted, that's enough with the colors. Okay. Anyway, we do practically. I feel these 5 are enough. The rest of the points we already covered in the notes. I'm just thinking any other important points needs to be covered. So these are all the very important things. The rest anyway, if we go through notes also can understand. Okay. So 5 points are important. P2P related technical things. All are links only.
What the question interview will ask, sir?
Same way. What is the link?
What are the links?
Whatever I kept a title, that is the question.
Okay.
Not only interview, work-wise also same. We need to combine. If you talk about any invoice details, invoice and payment, you can combine it. So what we will do, you finish this, we have some FAQs, okay? One day we'll finish all FAQs also. Let me see that FAQ, P2P, yeah, here, FAQs. These questions, okay? Quickly we'll go through all the questions. 52 questions are there. Whatever we missed here, that we'll cover it up. How to cancel a request I told today. Approval status also I told, like that it is. Okay. Up to 52 questions are there. Majority we covered. And if anything is missed, we'll cover in the next class, in FAQs class. Okay. I feel P2P is over actually. Guys, any questions online? Lunakar? Suresh?
Yeah.
Any questions, Vani? Sunita? Same way you practice it, okay? Do not watch the previous videos. You just
Sir.
change style of explanation today also.
Sir, Madhu sir,
Yes.
morning at the time of practicing for manager approval, it doesn't showing like it didn't log in that manager login, sir.
You meant to say the password you don't know, password is welcome.
పాస్వర్డ్ వెల్కమ్ అదే కొట్టాను సార్ పాస్వర్డ్ కూడా
ఓకే ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయి ఇప్పుడు ల్యాప్టాప్ లో ఉన్నావా సెల్ లో ఉన్నావా
ఇప్పుడు ఫోన్ లో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యాను సార్
మోస్ట్లీ
అదే సార్ మార్నింగ్ ఇస్తాను మీకు అండ్ అలాగే మొన్న డేటా టెంప్లెట్ చేసినప్పుడు రిక్వెస్ట్ యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది సార్ అది కూడా మీకు చెప్దాం అనుకున్నాను
ఓకే అన్ని కలెక్ట్ చేసుకో ఒకసారి స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయి నేను సాల్వ్ చేస్తా ఓకే
సరే
ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ గైస్ P2P O2C is major, okay, and I'll take another class. Sunday, are you guys okay tomorrow to come? Internal sales order, drop shipment, back to back. All the three at one stretch, we can close it off in 2 hours. 9 to 11 or 9:30 to 11:30 like that. Tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
Don't say Sunday, relaxing day, okay? For job trailers, every day is same only, I know that. Can you guys come tomorrow morning? 9:30 or something?
10 to 12 is fine, but
10 to 12, huh?
oh,
10 to 12, again, one stretch is difficult. Try to join 9:30, okay?
okay, okay.
We'll finish tomorrow 3 more cycles so that it will be equivalent to old batch people.
ఓకే సార్
Afternoon time, difficult. We have other works. Okay, guys, I'm just stopping the record.